Hello and welcome to the Build with Baer workshop. My name is Pat Baer. I'm here to build model kits, and we've got a bunch of model kits to build tonight. It's going to be really fun. I hope you're doing well. Thank you to Harold for hosting the stream. Appreciate that as always, my friend. I'm throwing the Bear Cave, the Lego, the Scythe emote in chat. If you are a subscriber, you can throw that back at me. If you're not a subscriber, you can just say hi or hey or another emote that you want to put in there. Thank you very much. Jam is here. Welcome, Jam. Of course, Harold is here. Recyclable, let me know he's here by cheering 100, keeping that lead up. Lastberg is here. All right. So, right off the bat, we got a killer lineup of people in chat. This rules. I'm moving this button away from me so I stop looking at it. Some of you may have seen an ad. I actually don't know if anyone is seeing an ad. One of these days, what I'll do is I'll record so that I can see, or I don't know, I'll check the VOD maybe. I don't know. I farm every chance I get now that I know you can do it. Well, I appreciate that very much, Recyclable. It means a lot. Bits and coins, the cheers are always helpful. It keeps the numbers up as far as my payouts. I should be getting one of those any day now, hopefully. Hopefully, I'll get another payout from Twitch soon. I don't know. I'm expecting one. We'll see. The weird thing about that is it's supposed to be like every month, but it's not exactly. It could be 45 days. I don't know. It's weird. So, but I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't. Has anyone seen an ad yet? I've been only running ads for a couple days. The goal is to run them before my stream officially starts and right as I say goodbye. And I won't run them during. That's the goal right now. But I don't know if anyone has seen them. It says that some people won't, and that's usually because they have certain countries that can't show ads, or I don't know. I'll say this: looking at my analytics. Yeah, Recyclable. There was one right before I started. It was only a 30-second ad. Looking at my analytics, I have made $0 from ads, but that doesn't mean I haven't been running them. I don't know. There's a button I can press that says run ad. Subs won't see it. Okay. Harold, well, that's good. Subs, the bad thing is, and the thing that I might have to rethink what I'm doing is, subscribers are more likely to be here at the beginning of the stream, whereas the end of the stream, there should be more. So definitely the end. The ad at the beginning, I'll definitely only do a 30-second ad. I might do a longer ad at the end if it means there are more people around. I guess most people run ads during it. And then subscribers don't see the ad during, and then I can just talk to them. But I don't want to do that in the middle. Also, that means I have to then go in the archive, my local copy, and get rid of that ad because I don't want that ad running on YouTube because I don't want to double monetize them. And then I got to edit my videos, and it's a whole thing. I don't want to do that. And okay. Yeah, it's a whole thing. Dude Wants Rug is here. Hello, dude. Christian's here. Hi, Christian. Welcome, everybody. So, on Monday, we started the Gusion. We are going to continue the Gusion. Leo's here. Hi, Leo. Yesterday, we played Hearthstone. That was a small but mighty crew last night. It was early, and it was a fun little stream. Talked about the goings on. We might get into that again later. So we're gonna finish the Gusion because I know we will. We just have to build big legs and some waist, and then a big old hammer. Gotta finish that big hammer. And a gun too, but the gun isn't as interesting as the hammer. Because the gun is just a machine gun. We built those before. A big old hammer, we haven't really built that. And then I've got some chibi kits. This is going to look weird. No, it looked alright in the green screen. That's good. And we got some super deforms. Some chibs. Got the old Crossbone Gundam. Which is the sequel to the F-91. So we got that to build. After the F91, they built the Crossbone. Uh, and then we've got the Zaku 2. Some chips. I still don't know who bought those. Someone bought them off a wish list, and they came from Japan. So no note was attached. If you buy stuff on Amazon through my wish list and use Prime, you can leave a gift note. But if it's coming from another country, often that doesn't get included. If it's being delivered by Amazon seller, it will. And then I've got the blue frame if we actually get through all that tonight, which we might. Chibis don't take long to build. And we've gotten pretty far in this. But let's start off with something fun. For people, this is a thank you for people that are here at the beginning of the stream. Also, I'm very happy to report, as of right now, the echo I had yesterday is not happening. I do not know what is going on. I'll say this. I took an update of Windows before yesterday's stream, and then there was a new update last night / today, and I bet that's what it was. But I don't know for sure. But yeah, there was that weird echo, and it was bad. But it's gone, so that's good. I didn't like it yesterday because you couldn't get game audio working because you're getting the echo of me. It also, I don't know. Windows updates are the worst. Yeah, Christian. Because if you don't know they're coming, you have options of shut down and take the update, restart and take the update, or don't do anything and take the update. Hello, Ultron. Welcome. It's just I don't enjoy that. Let's go to the overhead and let's put look. So here's our Gusion. It's rad. Look at that thing. Look at this big beefy friend. Do you want to update now or right now? Right? Yeah. Do you want to update and then use your computer again, or do you want to update, shut your computer down, and then when you start it again, finish the update and take longer? So let's go to brass tacks. Right now, what we are going to do is look at the stuff I got at New York Comic Con. I talked about the model kits before. I showed photos of that. I don't have the model kits in front of me because I spent money on that. All this stuff, I didn't spend money on. Ha ha ha. First and foremost, let's look at the Midnight Society pin. This is a pin that I got along with lots of people that went to the panel for the reboot of Are You Afraid of the Dark? This was a gift, and there were some left over, and I took one because I was working that panel. But it's the Midnight Society pin, and it's great. It's a good pin. It's a big pin. Probably should be a double back. It's not a double back. Probably should be. But it's a good-looking pin. And I like it says Midnight Society, and it's a match. This is good. The next pin we have is the Beyond Gundam, the 40th anniversary. This is not that heavy. This isn't heavy at all. It's very light gold. It's not that heavy. This has got some heft to it. This is our Gundam pin. This is the blue one because I spent over $75 in the Bluefin store buying Gundams. Mobile suits. One is not a Gundam. Buying mobile suits. Buying Gunpla. If I spent over $150, it would be gold. This is a great pin. It's got the rubber back, which I really appreciate. If you got rubber backs, you're doing a good job out there. This has got some heft to it. The finish is really nice. And the blue is not just in the 40. The blue is also in the edge of this pin. Which you can't really tell too well here, but there is a blue tint to it. And it's a really nice pin. This is a really nice gift. Obviously, I spent a bunch of money. I spent over $100, under like $6 or something. Our last pin was a gift. It's Pizza Rat. For some reason, one of the themes for the staff, it's a Reed Pop staff pin. And it's Pizza Rat. That was the art, the unofficial New York Comic Con, the actual, not unofficial, the actual official is Pizza Rat. And so I was given this, and I got one to give to my boy Matt Little, who co-discovered and filmed Pizza Rat. It is on the back, I don't know if it's going to say, it says, you can see Read Pop. It says Read Pop on the back because it's a staff pin. You could go up to a staff member and trade for it if you wanted to. I did not trade this when it approached because I was not staff. I was an employee, but I wasn't staff. Chris is now following. Thank you so much for the follow. Make sure you turn your notifications on so you know when I stream. I appreciate that very much. So those are the pins I got. Now, related to that pin, I got a shirt. It is the New York Comic Con shirt you could buy. As you can see, there's the pizza there. This is the front of the shirt. And on the back of the shirt, oh, weird, it's Pizza Rat. It's the Pizza Rat shirt. And the pizza, which is harder to see in the pin than it is to see there, it says New York Comic Con. Now, most of you watching right now know the story. I will quickly restate it. One late Sunday night, after working in the East Village, my friend Matt Little and I walked to the L train to take it home. We walked down one flight of stairs. We were walking down the second when I noticed a rat trying to climb the steps, dragging a slice of pizza. I exclaimed something to the effect of, "Hell yeah." My friend Matt took out his phone, videotaped it. If you watch the YouTube video, you can hear me say, "Get that shit and follow your dreams." Matt sent that to Gothamist and Gawker. An animated GIF that someone made of the video blew up on Twitter. It became a big thing. Matt made some money off of it. Certainly not enough. Didn't merchandise it. You can't. You can't. New York Comic Con isn't even going to try to find out who made it. Isn't going to send Matt anything. I got one of these pins for Matt. That is the way this stuff goes. There's a reply all about it because somebody who made a rat video that did go kind of viral, but not as viral, that was fake, claimed that both his video and our video was the work of a performance artist named Zardulu. I don't know if Zardulu is real. I know that Eric's video is fake and our video is real because his is obviously fake and ours is real because I'm part of it and I'm not a liar. It's a whole thing. There's a reply all about it. And then once in a while people who didn't know me at the time are like, hey, what's going on? So that's the story of Pizza Rat. It makes me happy that people are happy. Also, when the Staten Island Yankees decided to change their name for home games, one of the options was the Pizza Rats, and it shouldn't have been because that's fucking Staten Island. And Staten Island is not the East Village. Also, you just call them, be the Killer Bees. Staten Island Killer Bees. A Wu-Tang Clan member will come to your home games. If you call it the Killer Bees, they're from Staten Island. They rep Staten Island hard. That rat probably was never there. Anyway, more fun things. I'll save the weirdest for last. Roller coaster of emotions, indeed. This is a hard copy of a comic graphic novel that you can buy at conventions, but you can't buy in stores yet. It's very soon you'll be able to. It's called Black Mage. I got a hardcover of it, signed by the writer and artist. The artist, DJ Kirkland, I became friends with last year. This is published by Oni. Danny, I finally got to meet this year at New York Comic Con. Got this book, got them to sign it. It's put up by Oni. The short pitch of this series, this graphic novel, is a young black wizard goes to wizarding school. And that wizarding school, up until he arrives, was a whites-only wizarding school. And a lot of shit happens. And there's magic, and there's race stuff, and there's coming of age, and it's a whole fucking thing. And it's great. Black Mage. DJ Kirkland also did one of the Dream Daddy comic issues, as well as the special for the graphic novel. He's a great artist. DJ rules. Um, and I got the book. I'm really excited. I got the PDF a while ago, but now I have the book, and I'm very happy about that. And here's the last thing. Speaking of Oni, I forget what his business title is because it changed. Head honcho at Oni, my friend James, who is an avid Legosman, buys weird Lego minifigs that are not real. They are Chinese bootlegs, and he gives them out as gifts. So I have an Eva minifig that is definitely not real. This is not a real thing. This is not a licensed thing. This is a bootleg 00 minifig. Even though the armor is the 01, it's wrong. The head doesn't come off. Here, the legs are weird. Like look at that. That's weird. It's got a gun and a knife, which I appreciate. I appreciate that as a knife. And I think some of it's supposed to be like, I don't know. The head is so weird. I'm gonna try to get real close with it. The head is so strange. It's a strange kit. But yeah, the head does not come off. It is my buddy James just buys bootleg weird minifigs when he sees them and gives them as gifts. So he gave me this one. And it's very strange. Also, the arm just wants it to come off, and I've never had that in a minifig, where the gun arm just likes to pop off. So that's my New York Comic Con haul, plus the Sazabi and the Shenlong Sword and Shield one. I got those as well. So pins, a great book signed. I'm very happy about. My friend Sarah did a little art for me, but I didn't include that. She just signed a thing and did a little doodle. But Sarah Grayley, look her up. Our Super Adventure is a webcomic she does about her and her boyfriend. They're big League of Heels fans, which I didn't know last year when I interviewed Sarah. And at the end, her beau, Steph, was like, "Hey, I can't believe I'm in the Bear Cave." And I was like, "What the fuck? What's happening?" So I was really happy to bring them some merch this year, bring some pins. I even gave them a pin I only have like 3 of left, which is the one of our first pins, is the Fog Machine pin. We have very few of those left. I think Aaron has more, but I don't have any. Anyway, that's merch. We've been talking for a while here. It's time to build. Let's build. What are we even doing here? I was showing off my New York Comic Con stuff, not building this Gusion. But look at him. Look at our big chunk. Our big chunk. It's big boy season. The head is weird. Every part of this thing is weird. When you think about the monstrous look of a lot of the villain characters and even some of the hero characters in Iron-Blooded Orphans, it makes sense in that context when you look at how some of those character designs are for some of the suits. It makes sense. But on its own, if you were like, this is from Iron-Blooded Orphans, you'd be like, why? What? What the fuck? It's so weird. But I do love it. This is a 1/4/4 scale high grade, so this is a pretty quick build. I'm not expecting this to take super long. It's a good kit. But yeah. How y'all doing? I hope you're all doing well out there. I'm doing pretty good. I had a pretty relaxing day. Sent some emails. Tried to figure some stuff out. It looks like the full-time gig that was no matter what, the job that I'm starting training for next week I knew was temporary. It was going to be until December 31st. October 15th, December 31st. I knew that going in. Now, it sounds like it has changed from a full-time temporary position to a part-time temporary position, which is not as good as I would like. because I assumed that I would be able, because it looked like I was going to be able to do this job full time and then still tech a couple nights a week at the place that I tech. Now, that's also changed because the place that I want to continue to work at tech wise, they're moving and they are changing the hours of the shows. So now I don't know anything. Lastbrook says, I'm on day 4 of vacation and got one of those new video cards. What does the ray tracing? That's good. Control keeps crashing on me. That's bad. Lashbrook, I am sorry to hear that. I hope that there's something. I hope that there's a Steam forum out there that is guiding you in what to do. Ultron says, I'm good. I finally beat Assassin's Creed Syndicate. And it's Jack the Ripper DLC a few days ago. Hell yeah and hell yeah. But yeah, everything is up in the air. Like, I'm training next week for this job. I don't know what the hours are. I accepted a gig to work this week that I was going to quit over the weekend. They let me go yesterday, and they only had me for 2 days, or they let me go. Yeah, no, they let me go on Tuesday, so I only worked 2 days on that job. So I don't know what's going on. Control is the hardest video game to Google. Yes. That's why you got to look it up. I would say try the Steam forums. Although, obviously, that is hell. There might be something there. But if you go to their Steam page, you might be able to check the forums there. I think I said forums instead of forums. That might be helpful, but I don't know. Control video game doesn't work. Is Control in Steam? I'm pretty sure it is. It might be Epic only, but game is not on Steam. Okay, Lashbrook. Well, then the Epic, I guess. I didn't know if it was on Steam or not. I didn't know how much of a timed exclusive it was, because it's definitely probably exclusive. Because I don't think they're doing nevers. I think they're doing for nows. But I could be wrong. What doesn't crash is Quake 2. Heck yeah. Epic doesn't have forums, and the soundtrack still rips. Christian, I'm learning a lot about Epic and how they don't have... okay, I'm learning a lot, folks. Epic apparently does not have forums. So that is not going to be an answer. Yeah, that's a hard game to Google. Because you're like, Control, video game. Yeah, Christian brings up a good point. Maybe there's a Control subreddit that you can check out. Or the company's Reddit. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, everything's up in the air. So I have a job that is temporary that I thought was going to be full-time, and now the paperwork said part-time, but I don't know how many hours it's going to be or when it starts. Well, I know when it starts, but I don't know how many hours it's going to be, and I don't know what my hours are yet. That's bad. Meanwhile, I've been trying to negotiate to be able to work a convention next month and keep this job, which I am totally fine with not doing that job. But I need to know, because I would like to give them notice that, hey, I can't do this 5-day gig that you asked me to do. And I would like to give them a month, which is coming up next week. But I don't know. I'm waiting to hear, and hopefully I will know soon. And then I'm going to get on the phone tomorrow about a possible part-time job that I would like to accept, or that I might consider accepting, working for Amazon, which I obviously am not thrilled about, but also I need to work. It would be and it would either be an Amazon Go store, which is cool technology because there's no checkout. You just have to scan in to your Amazon account when you get there, and then you take stuff and you leave. And I like that. That's cool. Or it would be the Amazon bookstore. And I like the idea of working in the Amazon bookstore, because there's something ironic and bizarre about a physical bookstore based on the website what ruined physical bookstores. There's some irony in there that is not lost on me and kind of interesting. Also, it seems like you can move around in that company pretty good. Uh, I went to the Go store in Seattle during PAX and it's so weird. Yeah. Yes, Leo. It is a weird concept and I'm into the idea. Lastbrook says, I found some Reddit threads, and the best solution I found is to stop overclocking my card, but I'm not doing that. Hell yeah. Control has to change, not you. You just got this card. Um, Also, I talked about the theater that I've been working at, which I really like. Uh, they're moving, and then they're going to start doing earlier show times. And they're like, can you confirm November? And I'm like, not yet, because I don't want to say yes. Because originally, I knew that no matter what time this job that I was accepting, I assumed that I would be done in time to make it to the late night shows that they do at the theater I'm at. But now they're like gonna change when those shows are, and I don't know when the new ones are gonna be. So I don't know. I don't have. Yeah, it's. I'm. Everything is. These are good problems to have. Look, these are good problems to have. Uh, and I'm not bummed about it. Uh, but it is all weird, and I'd like to settle some of it. It's also hilarious that every group of people that was having the same conversation, asking, "How does this work?" to the one person who has been there before. Oh yeah, I mean that's Leo. That's like So there's a video of the oh, Lastbrook, you're not overclocking. So your problem. So the solution to the problem is not a problem you have. You have a different problem. Okay, that makes sense. And then Leo brings up about the store. So that's one of the biggest roles at employees who work at Amazon Go stores is that they answer the question, so I'm good? I can just go? And then there's always somebody standing by the machine, the machines where you scan in to make sure that people have scanned in before they enter, because that's important. And then some of the stores have like coffee and some have food, but most of them, fresh ingredients. And you're just a stocker, a restocker, and then you're also answering questions about stuff because they do a lot of things. But one of the things Amazon does is like they have like top whatever products. Like they sell a lot of their like most well-known products there, and they rotate them in and out. And then you're answering questions and looking up info on them. And here's the thing. I don't have a lot of retail experience. No, Christian, so they have no cashiers, but they do have employees. Some of these sites, there are some stores that do that, but Amazon realized quickly that the future is not having cashiers and not taking money, not having a staff, because they still have to restock things. Because they're not like there are stores out there that are just vending machine stores, and those stores have like no attendants, or they have like one attendant at a time. But this store's gimmick is, or their gimmick is, like, yeah, you don't pay, you don't use cash money, you just scan your thing, your phone's up, and then you get what you need, and then you go. But there are still people there to help you, and like clean up a spill, and then like make sure that teens aren't stealing stuff. So ask teens if you can help them. Restock things. And then so Christian, like most things are prevention, right? They're not apprehension. They're not questioning. They're the idea that if I am standing there asking you, can I help you with anything? The thought is, psychologically, you are less likely to steal things if I have engaged you as a human. Because I've talked to you as a person, you are less likely to want to take something from me or the store, because now you are not thinking of stealing from Amazon. You are thinking of stealing from me, the guy that just asked if you needed help. I am a deterrent, indeed, Christian. The idea of having employees in there, the idea of having cameras helps a lot, but not enough, because uh, many studies show that there are so many cameras in our life now that that is no longer a deterrent to crime, because you're being filmed doing everything. That is not Amazon telling me that. That is my own studies in similar things, knowing that. Every person who walks into the store is currently tracked by cameras. So when you walk out, an item, it knows you have it and charges your Amazon account. Yes. Yes, Leo. But if you... But there are still people who are going to steal. Or break things. Or do whatever. And so having physical bodies in there. And then also... having a human there to talk to you about what's going on and maybe help you makes more sales. Because I can if you're like, I want to buy something for my nephew, which of these things would be good for them? I can be like, well, what does your nephew like? Do they like this? Do they like that? Here's our most popular items. GB did a video on Amazon Fresh Store, and they got charged for stuff they put back. Ooh. Didn't know that. Yeah, you shouldn't. It shouldn't charge you for things that you don't leave the store with. It should only charge you when you cross. It should only charge you for things you have in your possession when you cross the threshold. But I don't know. Look, I'm no expert in this stuff. Also, I'm interested in the technology of it and the consistency, because Amazon isn't likely to close the store anytime soon. And having a little bit of job security sounds pretty good, even if I have, thoughts. I have thoughts on things, and I'll just leave it at that because I want to be employed. It's a weird thing. We live in a society. But yeah, I'm gonna have a phone call tomorrow with them, and I hope by the time I talk to them, well, if they're offering me a job, then I'm gonna have to find out my schedule, because I don't know what my schedule is. But also, here's the thing, right? So, if they offer me a part-time job, I'm gonna say, well, I have this temp position, and I don't know my hours yet. I have to find out what my hours are. If they offer me a full-time position, well, then I should definitely take a full-time job over a part-time temp job, probably, because full-time for longer, rather than a job that has a dedicated end. But, there's just there's a lot to think about when it comes to this stuff. Because also, yeah, and then you take, well, I'm kind of rambling here, but you have to take consideration, the job that I'm training for on Tuesday is a job that I'm doing, as I said, has an end, and also I don't know my hours yet, but I can do it from home, and doing things from home rules. Obviously, I will not be doing this Amazon job from home, but I want to find out more about it. Right now, like I said, there's just a lot of questions, and I don't have enough answers to those questions, and hopefully I'll get more soon so I can start making smart decisions about my future. But these are problems that I am totally fine having, because these are problems of deciding what I want to do. But it's a rough thing. And then also, meanwhile, this is a small little thing. A show that I teched at the theater that I work at, that show is in a festival, and they want me to tech, and they gave me the dates, and they're late at night, and I want to say yes, because don't tell them, it's a very easy show. It has a couple blackouts and a few sound cues. Someone who is less talented than me could do it and do a fine job. But I don't want to say yes to that and then find out that one of my jobs means I can't make there in time. The only conflict of this gig would be I would either have to stream late on Monday or early on Monday at the end of the month. Oh no. Like, I'll figure it out. Not ground style, hello. I mean, not even like that. It's like this show is lights up, lights down, and a couple of mood sounds. There's one tricky part. There's a montage to music that in this play where the lights go down and come up and they're different positions like a montage in a movie. That's a little hard but I did it really well without practice. So like there's one part that's like a little tough and I already did it, so I'm not like worried about it. Uh so I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna. I don't know if I can do it, and it's a bummer because I had to be like, I want to, but I can't say yes because I don't want to then have to say no, because that's rude, and I'm not that guy. All right, working here. We're almost done with our leg. We got our waist, and we've got some weapons to build, but we are clocking. We are getting close to being done on this build. Foot there. I like these like. The feet are kind of small comparatively. I like that a lot. Because here's the foot, and here's like the leg. And it's just like hidden. It's like hidden in the. It's like that it has like baggy pants. I like that a lot. Alright, they stand up pretty well. Oh, yeah. Oh, with bell bottoms. Ooh, color. Cool. Alright, let's build that waist. Not many sheets left here. Not a lot left to build. We got our gray here. B5 is the bottom. 6 at the top. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with job stuff. Hopefully I'll have more updates soon, but these are better problems than, oh, I hate fucking applying for things and this sucks. There's a company, I don't want to say what, that is based in Connecticut. I mentioned this earlier this week. It is not WWE. It is another company that is based in Connecticut that wanted an update on some stuff and to answer some other things. But I have not heard from them since, so I do not know if that's going to lead to anything. I am only hesitant about that because it would require me to move to Connecticut because the commute would be too long for the job. And I don't know if they would help me move. I'd be willing to go 100%. Which is, a weird thing to say, but yeah, truth be told, I'd be willing to move. I love New York, but I also, if they have good internet, then I can do the stuff I want to do and travel and do all that. I don't want to do that, but all right. You can tell this is an Iron-Blooded Orphans kit because it has these little things here. Most of the Gundams have this as a connector. They're usually separate pieces, obviously because it's a high grade, it's one piece. But that is a big part of, because you can see that's going to go in there. That is a big part of the look of the Iron-Blooded Orphan kits. So I like that. That's cool. 6. We still have 2 stickers left. And, we have 1 sticker left, right? Yeah. We have 1 sticker left, and that goes on the body of this, so we're getting there. One of the, going here, PC6. One of the kits here, the Super Deformed that we're going to build next, the SD kits, one of them has has a decent amount of stickers, and one doesn't have that many, which is nice. Happy about that. Yeah, I hope you all are doing well out there. After the pause for the cause, we will talk about anime because, hey, anime is happening. If you didn't watch on Monday, my big recommendation is to check out, didn't I say to make my abilities average in the next life? Or what is that called? Did I say that right? Yes, I did say that. These are all tough, man. All these light novel isekais have tough names. Um, but yeah, that was good. Uh, that is on Crunchyroll. Monday was the premiere of it. That's a solid show that I think people should check out. And we'll talk about other shows that are coming out. And then at least one show is debuting tomorrow, if not two. So I have 6 shows to talk about tonight, which is a lot of anime. And then I have, I think I'm going to have 6 to talk about on Saturday. Yeah. Dr. Stone, High School Prodigies, We Never Learn, Fire Force. Tomorrow, I believe, is Food Wars, or Saturday is Food Wars. And then Friday or Saturday, I think, is My Hero, I think, starts up this weekend, too. So, bunch of new anime coming in. Plus all the plus all the current new anime. I haven't given up on anything. I'm a little worried about We Never Learned Season 2. More on that on Monday. My next Pat Bear's Anime Club comes out on Monday, so please watch that. It'll be on a show that I'm the most excited about and a show I'm the most worried about. I'm bound the new Build Divers only seems to be on Crunchyroll. I'm sorry to hear that, Lashbrook. I know Crunchyroll has made some Gundam deals. They're going to be in charge of a lot of merch for a lot of the series, so it's not surprising. But if that's not your site, it's tough. I mean, the fact that I'm so happy that this stuff that's on Funimation is also on Hulu because I pay for Hulu and I didn't want to have to get Funimation for the shows that I wanted to see. Right now, I don't believe there's anything on Funimation that I can't get either on Hulu or that I want to watch. Gundam deals. Gun deals? Yes, Ultron. There's some gun deals. It sounds like they're going to be making that Crunchyroll's partners are going to be doing some U.S. Merch sales for Gundam and creating some new for different Gundam series. There's details I think on Crunchyroll if you want to check that out. But it sounds like they've made some deals for some clothing, which is cool. All right, we're almost done here with all of this. This is done, so I can put this sheet down there. But yeah, my next Pat Bear's Anime Club comes out on Monday, and yeah, I talk about one show that I am not thrilled with and a little worried about, and then I talk about one show that I am excited about and is my like big recommendation of the season, which I will talk about. I'll talk about the one I'm excited about soon. After the break, I will talk about this show that I am pretty dang psyched about. All right, let's put the last sticker on, and then we will put on the sides, and then we will put this all together. Got to put a fork on here. Stick a fork on it. Whatevs. All right. I'm still trying to figure out when this month I'm going to do my pumpkin carving. The grocery store near me is still selling pumpkins of the size that I want to carve. Last year I carved tiny ones. This year I want to carve one big one. And I don't know. I'm going to do that before Halloween. And the plan is to then do something Halloweenish themed. All right, we'll put it on like that. I think that's fine. Halloweenish themed on Halloween because I'm going to stream on Halloween. That's the plan anyway. We'll see. Are you watching any spooky movies? So here's the thing, Christian. I don't like spooky. I don't like spooky. I don't like scary. I like Halloween, but not for jump scares. So I like, but I like the season, right? So I want to watch Hocus Pocus. Uh, I want to watch Teen Witch. Those are the kind of Halloweenish things I want to watch, right? Uh, the '90s Addams Family movies. Those are things that I'm interested in. I am going to make a video. Hocus Pocus is a classic. Uh, I am going to be making a video that'll go out on the 28th of October. That'll be about anime. I am going to try to watch a horror anime, a psychological or whatever. I did watch Paranoia Agent and liked it because that's psychological more than like jump scares. So I might that might be the one I talk about, but I'm going to talk about some horror-ish anime stuff. Uh, Harold just cheered 3. Thank you, Harold, for the 3 bits. I appreciate it. Christian might watch Birdemic just because I have it on my shelf. Yeah, hell yeah. You got it available. You got it available. But I'm going to talk about 2 anime that you can watch that are uh, spooky, that aren't spooky, but they are appropriate for Halloween. One is about a witch, but it's nice as hell and chill as hell. And one is about a vampire who gets a new roommate. And they're both cute and fun shows. And that is I'm going to talk about those anime, but I'll also talk about I think I'm going to try to watch something spooky or tough or hard to watch. We'll see. Um, I need to get to bed. Got to get up earlier than normal tomorrow. Catch you later. Harold, thank you for being here. Thank you for hosting. Thank you for chatting and the bits, of course. See you soon, my friend. Thanks for coming in. Have a good one. Ultron says, who do I talk to get some old seed kits re-released? I have an orange Gaia Gundam and the Muramashi mech-sized hole in my collection. Another is an okay spooky anime. Should I bug Bluefin? Probably. You should send them. Hey, they're on social. You should send them and go. Do you do polls? Do you do like whatever? These are the things that I would love in your re-releases. It doesn't just have to be Gundam Wing re-releases. I mean, maybe they'll be like, hell yeah. Or maybe they'll be like, what? No, no, no. Thank you though, but no. Okay, I'm gonna look at. Let's see. Hey, everybody that's watching. I don't know where you came from, but hello. This is the Build with Baer workshop. My name's Pat Baer. We're completing our Gusion. We still have to build the weapons, but there aren't that many weapons, and one of them is the best part of it. So we're gonna put that together. I'm gonna look up another. That's gonna be a Christian. That might be a tough anime. If I put another. And I'm going to put another horror anime. Oh, is it a anime? Yeah. Let's see. Another. Okay. 5 truly scary horror anime to set the mood is the top thing. Another. Yep, there you go. Oh. Okay. Oh, wow, all right. That does seem spooky. That seems pretty spooky. It's like Final Destination the anime, says Christian. Well, Christian, that sounds spooky. There is one that I've seen a bunch of clips about that people were like something Wish, that people were like, you should check this out because it's psychological and fucked up, but like a lot of the fucked up doesn't have necessarily repercussions because of this plot. And I've seen a lot of clips of it, and I was like, okay, maybe. And then there's that one about the diary. Oh yeah, Shiki. Then there's that diary one where the things he's written in the future are in there, but other people have the diary, and then you got to figure out what's going on. And that one's real messed up. I watched half of that a bunch of years ago, and that was messed up. And I was like, I don't know. I don't know. I think so, Christian. I think that's the name of it. That one was. There's just a bunch of stuff. I just don't like horror. I don't like horror anime. So it's tough. But I want something. I want to talk about something spooky for the show, because that's fun. You know, it's one thing. It's another thing for me to be like, hey, this holiday season, you should watch Flying Witch and I can't even remember the name of the anime. I'll have to look it up because it's got one of those long weird names. But the anime about the vampire roommate. That's cute and fun. I'll have to check it out. I don't remember the name of it. I goofed. Alright. But that's a fun show. There are some gruesome kills, but I wouldn't call that one horror. Okay. Yokai Watch? Yes, Ultron. There you go. Yokai Watch. Alright, yeah. I don't know. I've been told that one is a psychological thriller. I'll probably just watch Paranoia Agent again, because that one was really good. If not, messing me up. Alright, our weapons are done. Our Gusion is done. So this goes in here like this. Our big hammer. Put that there. If we wanted to, we could put the gun on the back of it. Or we could put the hammer on the back. We're not going to do that. But we can put the gun on the back if we want to do that. Just goes like that. Then you can put the gun back there. And then you can take this off. And you can put this. Like that. And then you can put the hammer in there if you wanted to. But I don't want to do that. Because I want to just have the hammer in his hands because it's cooler. So we'll just take that off. School Live is kind of spooky. Maybe I'll talk about one spooky thing that I did watch that, like, it's so action-y. I'll just talk about High School of the Dead, right? What if I just talked about High School of the Dead? That counts, right? It's zombies. It's a zombie apocalypse. It's some men. There are men in that series that are worse than the monsters. Not all of them, but there are. Yeah, Christian, it's also a big problem. There's a bunch of problems with that. In a world where zombies are real, boob physics is also real. Or not real, depending. Yo, boy, there's some fucking bad stuff about that show. There's some real problems with that particular show. Yeah, I don't know if I can recommend it. But it is like, it's a zombie show. The Bullet Boob Dodge was something else. Yeah. I mean, at least some of the broken characters can acknowledge that they're broken in that show, which is, a step in the right direction. It's not perfect, but it's a step in the right direction. All right, so this is our Gusion. Look at this beef. Look at this stubby good friend we got over here. Making it happen with a giant hammer. I'm going to take a photo of it. Oh, also, I had to buy a new phone. That sucks. But I used to have an iPhone 6, if you can believe it. I had an iPhone 6. And then I upgraded to an iPhone 7, and it fits in the case for the 6. The camera is slightly covered, but I can continue to use my kind of broken down, but still working very well OtterBox case, which I'm very happy about. I'll get a new case, but right now, this case works, which is great. I can still take photos. You can tell that one person did the writing and another did the drawing. Yeah, I hear you. So I'm going to take a photo of this. But yeah, I got a new phone. Because I got an iPhone 7, I'm just going to be paying some money to my account for my phone, my phone bill every month for a couple years to pay it off, which is way better than just buying a phone, which I just don't really have the money to do, but I need a new phone. So, all right, that's a good photo. So what happened with my phone is, about 2 weeks ago, I had to start really fiddling with the lightning cable, to plug in the lightning cable on the bottom. Really fidgeting with it. Really hard to get it to going. Didn't want to do anything. I cleaned it out. I blew condensed air in there. I used tweezers and I used a paper clip to get out any gunk that might be in there, because that happens. Nothing. I wanted that phone to last, one, because money, and I put a new battery in it last year, but two, also because it has the what do you call it? The headphone jack, and it was just convenient. But that wouldn't take a charge. I bought a case for it that is a charging case, but that wouldn't work. That could have saved it at some point. Wasn't going to save it there. Lost cause. Battery wasn't good anyway. And also, Pokemon Go kept crashing. I can't. On my iPhone 6, I was not able to trade Pokemon because it would crash during trades, which is not a reason to get a new phone, but also probably a reason to get a new phone. So I have an iPhone 7. It's got a better camera. I don't like the home button. I have to get that right. I don't like the home button. Battery's already incredible, and I have a new to me phone. I gotta get adjusted to it, but yeah. Also, I was able to save all my settings, so I had very little to do when I got my new phone, which is very convenient. All right, so we have the Zaku 2, and we have the Crossbone. I think I'm gonna build a Crossbone first, because I haven't built that, and it's got more stuff to it, and we've built some Zakus before. So I think we'll do the Crossbone first. I'm excited. These should be fast. We should get through both of them. I will take a pause for the calls in a minute. Let me get set up, and then we'll take our pause. But I opened these already and took the plastic off to set up, because that makes my life easier when doing this. But yeah, very few sheets here. Should be nice and easy. Oops. Oh, no. One piece did come off the clip, so we'll put that aside so we can find it. But yeah, Crossbone Gundam. The X1. Nice, easy build. Should be pretty quick. Got some stickers here. We can choose our face, I believe. And then these have these things where you can buy different frames separately, and I don't know exactly what that is. A cross silhouette frame sold separately is required. I'm not 100% sure what that means. I'd love to know, but I don't know. But yeah, so we do body. But yeah, so we're just going to look at the top instructions. And then we get over here, and this is like, no matter what, this is how it works. And then, yeah, we've got two different heads, it looks like, or two different stickers. Can't tell. I'll have to look. Let me look. Let's look. B3. Oh! It's the same head, and you put stickers on either side of it. So you can reverse it. It's reversible, I think. I think that's how it works. Oh, that's neat. Yeah, that's pretty neat. Okay, you can change it between the eyes open, or so you can make it more like a super deformed that you would find in anime, or just a small version of the kit. You know, give it some personality, like it's a transformer, like it's got a spark or whatever, or just whatever. That's cool. I like that. And you can change your mind if you're like, I put this together, this didn't work. That's pretty neat. I'm excited about that. Okay, that's cool. Hi everybody. We are going to take a pause for the cause, and I will explain what that means in a moment. First and foremost, now's a great time for you to get a drink of water. I'm going to take a drink of water, but first I'm going to blow my nose because allergies are happening, or I have a cold or something. So I'm going to mute, and I'm going to blow my nose, and I'll be back in a second to talk to you. Let's do this. Back in 1 second after I blow my dang nose. Okay. And then we will come back. And my nose has been blown. And now I'll blow your minds by telling you ways you can support the stream. First and foremost, are you a subscriber? Let's throw that Bear Cave emote in the chat. Let's throw that Lego emote in the chat. Let's let the people know who are watching who are not subscribers that there are cool emotes available for them if they would like to become a subscriber. You can pay cash money, $5. Lord Stockton's here. Hello. You could also, if you wanted to, use your coin that you get. If you have Amazon Prime and you link it with Twitch and get Twitch Prime, you can then use that coin. It's like that lot of money you pay for Prime benefits you $5 every month, and you can support that me. Reminder for folks that if you're a subscriber, you have to manually renew if you use Prime, and even if you automatically do, click that thing so we know, and I get that cool notification when you renew your subscription. You could also give someone a sub if you want to do that and be a real hero. Or you can always get bits and coins. Recyclable already gave coins tonight, which is awesome. Bits, I should say. And there's a leaderboard above us. And it takes 101 will get you on the leaderboard. We'll bump out one of them. So that's something you could do if you want to support the stream. There's a bunch of ways. I'm going to go through that as quick as I can. I will plug a video that I put up yesterday that I think is funny and you should watch that I made. But I'll get through this pretty fast. I'll try to. I have a Patreon. There's rewards. You should check it out. You should watch the video. I'm going to make a new one for the next year, but for the rest of the year, that's the video. Patreon is another way to support me if you don't want to support me here by subscribing on Twitch. I have an Amazon wish list. It's a pretty great wish list. These kits were bought by an anonymous person on my wish list. I don't know who bought these kits that I'm about to build. And the one I bought before, or built before, the Gusion, which we just finished, that came from my Amazon wish list. And the next kit I'll build is the Astray Blue Frame D, also from my wish list. If you look on there, anything with Prime will get sent to me. I put up a Pokemon set, Mew versus Mewtwo. These are Mega Constructs. Mega Constructs generally I don't love, but their Pokemon is really fun. I put that up. Harold mentioned that. He's not here right now. He mentioned that that was on sale, and it's a good price, and I put that up there. We got some One Piece ships. We got some Overwatch Lego sets that look pretty cool that I put in there. Some Batman Lego. Gundams of various shapes and sizes. We've got this Chibi Zaku 2. I put the RE100 Zaku 2 in there, the FZ Gundam Zaku 2. That's a great color work. Really cool greens in that. That would be fun to build. I like the RE100s. A bunch of Gundam things in there. The Destiny Gundam is in there. That's a cool kit. A bunch of stuff. And if you buy something on wishlist, it comes to me. I make a mailbag video, and then I build it faster. That is a way to support the stream. Also, if you're like, I don't want to buy anything on Amazon, Pat, I have my druthers, and I appreciate that. Well, I've got an idea. You can go to USA Gundam Store, and you can get a gift card. They have different values of that. They'll send you in an email a code for that gift card. Not a physical one, just a code. Then you can whisper me here on Twitch, or you can send me a DM on Twitter, because my DMs are open, with that code and go, hey, I bought you this gift card for USA Gundam Store. And then I will take that money and buy something from there. Because anything I make on Patreon, on Twitch, goes to me buying kits and equipment here on and almost exclusively kits, because I haven't had to buy any equipment in a while. I also have a Coffee and a Streamlabs and a PayPal me, and they all go back into supporting the stream. I will be getting a payout from Twitch hopefully any day now. It's always weird when that happens, but I will get one soon, and I will take that money and I will spend it on model kits to build for you. I've got a good little backlog. I've got 2 kits and a Lego set, 2 Gundams, and 1 Gundam, 1 mobile suit, 1 Lego set waiting in the wings. So I've got a little bit of a backlog. Plus, I'm going to do a pumpkin carving stream at some point this month. So I'm pretty good right now. But if there's something you would love to see me do on stream, just buy it and then I'll build it. Or if you're like, I would buy this if you put it on your Amazon wish list, let me know. Or if you see something on USA Gundam Store, you can buy the equivalent and say, this is the thing. I forgot to say this. This is the thing. If you see something you'd like me to build on USA Gundam Store, you could buy gift cards for the equivalent, send it to me and go, hey, here's a link. Buy this. And I will do it. Or I will go, I built that already. I don't want to build it again. Which is possible. 2 more things real quick before we get back to building and I start talking about the anime for the past days, because I got fucking 6 anime to talk about. Build with Baer community. Join my Discord. It's nice. Background and characters. Yesterday I put up background and characters number 40. I've made 40 videos. I've made 40 of these videos. They are quick and silly videos where I just grab a random image off the internet and then I think up a character to go with that image and then I improvise. And a couple of them are long, but most of them are short. This last one is very silly. But yeah, jump in the Discord. I just drank a little water. Maybe you want some water. Okay, back to building. Enough jibber jabbering. It's time to build some super deforms. Off to bed, says Leo. Have a good night, chat. And Pat, Leo, thank you very much for hanging out. Appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for chatting. Always nice to have you here. Welcome, of course. And good night. All right, so right now, I'm watching 1 show that has a new episode on Tuesdays and 5 shows that come out on Wednesday. Do I watch all 5 on Wednesday? No. I waited till today to watch 2 of them. I don't know if I'm going to watch all 6 that I'm continue to watch all 6 that I'm about to talk about. I might drop one, and I'll talk about when I do. First off, Black Clover came out on Tuesday. Black Clover fucking rules. Y'all know we got to see Magma. We don't see Magma that often. We learned a little bit more about Vanessa's fate strings, the strings of fate, and how they work, and how they don't necessarily predict the future. They just try to help people. We had the very fun thing of Vanessa. Vanessa has this cat. It's a magical cat. It's not a real cat. It's magic. But this cat can't tell the difference between their friend and their friend who's been possessed, which is a real downside to that ability and a bummer, but a good way out. So they can't really do damage to him with the cat. I didn't even know those 3, and I felt the connection. Yeah, I mean, so I like Magna. He's a straightforward. He would not be the main character. In another anime, he'd be the main character. In this show, he's not. He's a straightforward guy. He's a tough exterior, but like goofy and fun. And his like legitimate best friend has been possessed, and he's fucking mad about it. But yeah. So he's Christian. He's not. He is a guy who pretends to be a delinquent because he likes people and he lets people know he likes them. He's just trying to act cool. Um, like he has a instead of a broom, he has like a motorcycle. It's not a motorcycle, but it's a broom motorcycle. Like he's trying to be like Arthur Fonzarelli. He's trying to be the Fonz, like a cool dude, and he's not. Because he's like got fire powers and like just does big explosions. But he cares a lot. All of them, they all care. It was good. It was a good bit of business. Some good fight stuff. Luck is very fast. He's lightning fast because he has lightning powers. So that is probably a tough character for anyone to fight. And you got to see some team dynamics because Vanessa is pretty strong as a character, but her so Christian, the deal with Vanessa is that she uses strings, magical strings, and her powers manifested into the strings of fate. So the cat is the embodiment of fate and the strings and the ties that bind her to people that she cares about. So the cat touching things changes the fate of it. It is some anime shit, Christian. It legitimately is that the power of her bonds and her friendship manifested in such a way that she was able to stop some shit that was about to go down that would have been devastating. It's a really cool power. And then, yeah, the cat but it takes a lot of ability. But the string, we've seen her use her strings before to, like, guide people so they move faster than they normally would or differently than they normally would. And it's good. And Asta has a sword now, but getting it to work is going to be tough. It was a good fight. It was one long, good fight that I was happy to see. That's why the lightning dude was missing so much. Yeah, because she was pulling them by string, and it moves. It was disrupting. It wasn't just that she was faster; it was that she was moving the character in a way that like he was having trouble compensating for. But he would probably eventually would get the rhythm down. Yeah, it was a pretty good fight. I mean, these are support characters. They're interesting. We saw a lot of Vanessa in the last arc. Because they had to go to the forest of the wizard forest where she is from. There's a forest full of where the witch queen is. And so we saw a lot of her in one of the last arcs, like her backstory and all that. But yeah, it was good. Overall, good fights. Excited to see where it goes. I like it a lot. I'm still waiting for my favorite minor character to do something because we have not seen Charmy in forever. I got a question here. Have you built any of the ball gunpla? If so, do you think those are okay for a beginner? So are you talking about the... yes, I did build a ball. Let me quickly look up which one I built. I built ball. I built the pod ball master grade. Yes, I built a pod ball. As far as master grades, that might be a good master grade for a beginner. Yeah, vehemently. So, actually, this has been a while since I talked about this, so this is a great question for those that are watching that aren't seasoned, because there's plenty of you that watch these streams that know more about building or have more experience building than me. For those that don't, the thing we just built was a high grade. High grades come in the 144 scale or the 1/100 scale. This that we just built was a very easy kit to build, right? It's a big chunky boy. In my opinion, the best place to start when you are building model kits, and you don't have a lot of experience doing it, is to get yourself a 1/100 size high grade, that HG 1/100. Get a one that's pretty modern, because those are going to have big pieces that snap together, big components. They're going to have stickers, but you don't need to worry about the stickers to start with because you're just working on building. And eventually you can add stickers, but don't even focus on the stickers if you don't want to. But you have big pieces there, and they're pretty straightforward. Definitely, if you're going to do a master grade, a ball might be a fun beginner one, or your first master grade. Modern kits are going to be more beneficial to you, even though you're like newer, because older kits are weird. Because they're like every few years they just tried stuff, and sometimes those things don't work, and they're frustrating. Real grades are hit or miss. I don't like real grades. I don't mind building them, but I would prefer to work on something else because those are 144, so they're small but intricate. They're like a small version of a high grade, or a small version of a master grade. But yeah, I built the ball. You build the stand for it. You built the balls for it. I built the ball. That is from Gundam, not the mascot ball thing. Those are very easy to put together. If that's what you're talking about. If you're talking about the like anthropomorphic like ball friend mascot characters, or like the Bears, there are Baer mascots for Gunpla. Those are straightforward. But high grade is a great place to start. Super Uniform, these chibis, these are very easy to do. But yeah, that's where I would start. Good luck with it. Take your time. The big thing is when you're starting out is to just double check. Take your time with it. Really look at your cuts. Look at where you're going to be separating your pieces from. And be like, okay. Like make sure that you're removing it where it needs to be removed. If there's like a connector piece that sticks out, you don't want to clip that off. And good luck with it. Model kit building is really fun, and I love it. And I also really enjoy this. This is a weird part of it. But if I didn't have an audience, I would still be building. If we didn't have 13 people watching right now, which is great, thank you all so much for hanging out, I would still be building. I would build for 2. I don't know if there are 0 people streaming. I would probably stop the stream and try another time, just because kits are expensive. I wouldn't do it just for YouTube, I don't think. All right, so we got our Crossbone front part there. All right, we got to get back to anime. There's so much anime, but I wanted to answer that question because it's a great question, and I haven't talked about the different sizes and scales in a while, and where to start. Okay. Radiant Season 2. Introduction of new characters. The opening movie or song makes me think that at least one character that has not been in the show yet is going to come back. I don't know. I might binge Radiant later. I don't know if I'm going to watch it week to week. I like Seth a lot. I think he's a great character. He's really fun. As I said, I think it's weird that an anime has a main character in a shonen show named Seth. But I do like the show. I don't know. It's not hitting me that hard. That happened in the first season as well. And also, it was too many episodes in the first season. I think it didn't feel right. It felt odd. But I do like it. I just don't know if I'm gonna keep watching it. I might binge it later. That's a tough one. It's tough. I mean, a character that I really do like came back, so that's cool. So that was fun. But yeah. All right, so there's our chest there. I'm going to build arms here. Okay. The other show that I'm iffy on, that some people are like, this is the anime, this is the show of the season, this is my favorite show, is Ascendance of a Bookworm. It's a different kind of isekai, and I like that. but it feels like it's gonna get fucking sad, right? Like, am I wrong? It feels like that show is gonna turn really dark. I don't know. Uh, I like the new episode more than the first one, says Lord Stockton. Yeah, Lord Stockton, I like the second episode better. I'm definitely gonna watch the third episode, but I'm like, I don't know. I'm feeling weird about it. I don't know if it's not hitting me in a way that I thought it would. Because I really like the premise a lot. I honestly, and this is a weird thing to say, but it's true for the genre. She's having a harder time than I would have imagined in an isekai. It is generally now there are isekai like RE0. There are isekai out there where things do not go great and are really tough, but generally they go very well for our main character. They do not have a hard time doing the things they want to do. It kind of feels like she's going to have a really hard time. And I don't know. Like I said, I think if this show came out on Sunday or Monday, I would be watching it because there aren't a lot of shows that are coming out on Sunday or Monday. I mean, I only have 2 right now. Yeah. Uh, so, although probably one of the shows that I would normally watch for Saturday streams, I'll probably push off because there are going to be 6, and my Friday and Saturday are kind of busy right now. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to watch all of them. So I might push one. But right now I don't have a lot to watch on Sunday and Monday. So that might end up, one of these shows might go there. I don't know. Bookworm. I wish I could speak more eloquently about it, but I can't because I'm not sure about it. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to continue. It's that's on the fence one for me. I did, as Lord Stockton said, I did also enjoy this episode more than I enjoyed the previous one. So maybe I will come to like it even more as it goes on. Maybe it just had a slow start. Let's see. What I did like more second episode 2 than I liked episode 1, thank God, it's not perfect and it's not actually 100% the show that I would like it to be, but Kemono Michi Rise Up, the wrestler isekai, episode 2. I laughed at the jokes more. I thought it was sillier, and even though they went out of their way to reference the unsettling episode parts of episode 1, there's a whole thing, it was still way funnier. They're going ahead with their plan for a pet store. There is a wrestling match with the leader of an orc clan that is a straight up wrestling match. Like it's an MMA fight instead of a wrestling match because in this anime wrestling is real. Which I said when I was I said when I first started talking about this that I kind of wish that it hadn't been. I wish that it had been a work, and part of the joke was he was like, "Look, I fought for fun and for work. I'm not a real fighter." Like I think that would have been a fun take, but in this world, wrestling is like MMA. So he wrestles an orc, and that's pretty cool. It was funny. I'm going to spoil something because I don't think it takes away from it. The end of the first episode, they're sitting around a table. The 2 characters are talking along with the dog, and they're like, "We got to do this, and we got to do that, and we're going to do all these things, right? The 3 of us." And then it pans over, and there's an ant person, like the insect, the ant, just there. And then she just goes, "Who is this?" And that ant is in the background of numerous shops in episode 2, and no one talks to that ant or references that ant. That ant is helping and is part of the team, and they do not acknowledge who that ant is. And I was like, when are they going to talk about this? And I was like, all right, you got me, anime. You got me, anime, that I'm a little worried about. I am interested in finding out about this Ants character. Yeah, and it was good because the episode was just she was just like, who is this? And then they don't reference it in this episode, and I was pleasantly surprised about that. It's a good gag. Oops, put the sticker on the wrong thing. Put the sticker on the wrong side. We'll make that the other one. Put the sticker on this side, and it goes into this. But yeah, uh, they should never talk about the ant. Ultron, I hope so. I hope that the only time they should talk about the ant is if another character is like, and who's that? Wait, who is this? Like, it should be always a question of, like, what the fuck is going on with this ant person? But yeah, they're wearing an apron. When is Food Wars coming back? Christian, I believe that's coming back tomorrow. I believe that Food Wars and My Hero start tomorrow or Saturday. I'm going to go look at the news. I believe that to be true. Fourth plate, airtime TBA. I know that My Hero comes out on Saturday. But I think that Food Wars comes out on Friday or the following Friday. I'm pretty sure. That's soon. But yeah, My Hero comes out on Saturday. I'm busy during the day on Saturday before I stream, but I will definitely be I will be watching that before we stream. I will do that at dinner or whatever. Whatever I got to do. I'm going to make sure that I see that show before the stream kicks off. It goes like this. This is B222. B221. Yeah. Oh, that's what it is. Okay, I had the wrong one. 221. But yeah, I'm interested in that. Okay, more anime talk. Kemono Michi, it got better. I think the gags were funnier in episode 2, and like I said, there was less time spoken about the kind of the weirdness of episode 1. I still think episode 1 had too much weirdness in it and too much creepiness in it. Also, there's a recurring gag where they keep calling him the Demon Slayer, and he hates that. He fucking hates that shit. He's like, what did you call me? He does not want to be called the Demon Slayer. Because he doesn't slay demons. All right. Another show where episode 2, I liked episode 1 better than of Cautious Hero. Episode 2 is good. Episode 2 of Cautious Hero, solid, good gags, good jokes. I am continuing to be interested in this show. I think it is funny. The central gag of it is very good. Orisuki. Oh yeah, okay. I might check that out. But yeah, so Cautious Hero, which is on Hulu, along with this last one I talked about, the wrestler one, and the next show I'm going to talk about, which is the next one I'm going to talk about, which is the best show of the season so far, in my opinion. But right now, let me just talk about Cautious Hero. I laughed. It was funny. There was some good stuff to it. I like that just as you start to like this dude, he does some shit that is in line with his character to remind you that he is a flawed character at best and is probably not necessarily a good dude. And I like that. He shouldn't be, because he is the cautious hero. So you should constantly be worried that he's going to fuck up. And yeah, I liked it. Cautious Hero is overly cautious. I am into it so far. I I think it's a pretty solid show so far, and I would recommend it. So, if you're looking for something that is uh, an isekai, but is a comedy isekai, I think it's funnier than the other offerings. I mean, I think my favorite isekai of the season, but there's only been one episode, so I'm not sure, is uh, Didn't I Say to Make My Abilities Average in the Next Life? I think that show is stronger as an isekai. Uh, but this one's funny. And then finally, the best anime of this season so far, 2 episodes in. I'm calling it my favorite show of the season. After School Dice Club is available on Funimation and Hulu. I'm watching it on Hulu. After School Dice Club fucking rules, y'all. I love this show. I love this show. After School Dice Club, episode 2. They added some drama to it. They added a boy that likes a girl, and that girl thinks that he likes another girl, but it doesn't matter because they're playing games. And turns out Michi is great at reading people and is good at this card game, and she gets some confidence and has fun. And she is definitely on the fucking spectrum. And I know this anime is not going to get into that, but she definitely is on the spectrum and is growing and having a good time and making fucking friends. And they're playing tabletop games. They're playing card games with this one. And I am hyped about this show. If you have Funimation or Hulu, you should be watching After School Dice Club. It comes out on Wednesdays. It is my show of the season. Fuck, it's good. It's fun and cute. High school girls playing tabletop games and making friendships and growing. And they, like I said, they did a drama thing that I was like, oh no, a boy. I don't want this boy here. But they did. They handled it well, and it was a good bit of business. And let things play out, and we had some character development. I know there's going to be a fourth girl in the crew at some point. I don't know when that's going to happen. I know because I've seen art of that. So there'll someday be a fourth girl. But yeah, I'd like to know a little bit. Hello, Sazabi. Welcome. I'd like to learn a little bit more about the. I'm very excited to check out that once all the episodes are up. Yeah, Lord Stockton. I mean, it's cute. It's really cute. It's just a good feel good show. Just get Hulu for a month. Yeah, you could do that. You could watch the first 5 episodes of Ari Fuerta. You could watch a few things. There are a few Hulu things that are pretty good. Like I said, they have 3 shows that they're all on Wednesday. They have other stuff, and Psychopaths, people like that. I'm not really into that show, so I'm not excited about that coming back per se. But there are a bunch of things that people are real into. I will say this Super Deformed Gundam, the instructions of sticker application is not that user friendly. I'm not thrilled with it. It's not doing a good job of telling me where the stickers go. Gotta see. All right. Nope, that doesn't look right. It's gotta be here. It's kind of giving me the direction, but not enough. Pat, are you gonna get the Faz version when it comes out in February? Oh, the version Ka. Probably. I mean, it'll be on my list. It looks really good. I don't know. I hope so. All right, so there. Trying to get this sticker right, but yeah, the sticker's not great. We're just gonna do our best with it, and then that's the best we can do. There we go. All right, not perfect, but it'll do. It's a sticker on a Super Deformed. About $110. Yeah, I mean, possibly. Uh, I don't know for sure. It looks pretty neat. I got a bunch of stuff that I'd love to build, and stuff that we've got waiting in the wings that I'm excited to build as well. Um, yeah, like I said, there's a bunch of anime that comes out on. Why it all comes out on Wednesday? Why there are 5 shows that I watch that all come out on Wednesday? I don't know. And like I said, two of them are on the chopping block. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna wait for the third episode of each of them. Radiant, I might just wait on. And like I said, I don't know about Ascendance of a Bookworm if that's something I want to continue watching. Uh, I'd like to keep watching it, but I don't know. And then, because here's the thing, as you know, there's just more anime coming. There's just more. Arisuki. I'm gonna look that up. So I don't know if I know what that is. I've seen that. Arisuki. Oh, are you the one who loves me? Right. Do. Is a romance comedy anime. Got 2 episodes that came out, and let's see, that's the 2nd and the 9th. That's a Wednesday. You're asking me to watch another Wednesday anime. Come on. I'll give it a shot. I don't know. Yeah, I'll take a look. That didn't stand out to me, but if you like it, I'll definitely give it a shot. But like I said, yeah, it didn't really uh, appeal. Put arm on there. No, Christian, don't worry about that. I'm mostly joking. Uh, and like I said, uh, I think I'm going to at least one of my Friday Saturday anime. I'm gonna move over and start watching for Sunday, like I was doing with a few other things. Or so I can talk about it on Monday and like watch it on Sunday. Because right now, my Monday, the only shows I have to talk about on Monday are, um, uh, didn't I say to make my abilities average in the next life, and One Piece. And statistically, I'm just going to be mad at all of the stalling that One Piece is doing. So if I can get another anime. So I don't know what my Friday Saturday anime is going to hold over. Looking at the list of shows that are coming out, it'll probably be We Never Learn because I didn't like the first episode. Because there'll be Dr. Stone, We Never Learn, High School Prodigies Have It Easy in Another World, Fire Force. I like all those, pretty strong. And then Food Wars and My Hero. And maybe My Hero will come out so late on Saturday that I won't be able to talk about it until Monday. The Build Divers Ari Rise, the new show. I hate it. I'm sorry to hear that, Sass. Personally, I feel like it's even worse than the original Divers. See, I've never seen that. I watched some of Build, but I've never gotten that far. I'm sorry to hear that. That you're not enjoying it. That's a bummer. I wish I wish it was something that you were into. I have not seen it. Yeah, I've never been super into that series. Honestly, obviously, I like some of the model kits that come out because they are versions of stuff that I've already seen and liked. Because, they're strange versions of anime or mobile suits that we already have. But I haven't really spent any time learning about checking them out. Couldn't even make it through halfway through episode 1 of the 2 Up. That's a bummer. Sorry you don't like it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have anything profound to say. I stopped watching the Sengoku one, because it just wasn't. I wasn't enjoying it. The SD one that comes out monthly on Fridays. I was just like, I don't really like this. I have so much anime to watch. I'm not gonna watch a thing that I don't like. But yeah, I don't really like it. Uh, I know a couple people that are into it, but it just didn't really do anything for me. Uh, Look, the idea that they made an anime that's also Journey to the West is pretty hilarious. The fact that there's a Lu Bu Gundam is pretty funny, but I don't know. I'm not. I wasn't super into what I watched of it. I can see why you dropped it. Yeah, the super deformed show. I mean, the first episode was very funny, but I was also like, this is like zombie stuff, and also Journey to the West, and also Romance of the Three Kingdoms, and also Gundams. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot going on, and I appreciate that they're trying to do a big weird thing. Like I like a big weird thing. Don't get me wrong, but yes, Saz, because it's telling some Chinese legends. Uh, yeah, but also that gives you like Gundams with beards. Well, and, there's definitely something to be said for how weird it is, which I appreciate. But yeah, it's doing Romance of the Three Kingdoms and Journey to the West and other Chinese histories through the eyes of the Japanese because they've certainly told those stories numerous times, and I've watched those stories numerous times. Um, because people love Lu Bu because Dynasty Warriors still sells millions of copies, hundreds of thousands of copies. People are still into that mythology. People are still watching Dragon Ball, even if obviously Dragon Ball has gone far away from it to that. But yeah, but those stories still impact people, and people are still interested in those stories. So, and of course, honestly, we see it through the eyes of the Japanese. Obviously, their interpretations of those stories are the ones we're seeing because Western developers don't generally either anime or animation or game developers don't generally touch those stories. Uh, so we usually see them through the eyes of the Japanese. So that does culturally makes some interesting things and interesting choices. I don't know. You know, Saz, like I said, because they're legends that people really like. Uh, because those stories. That's why we have Dragon Ball is Journey to the West. Journey to the West has been in the anime is an incredibly popular way to do anime and has been very popular for a really long time. I mean, it is a trope that people uh, seem to enjoy. Telling the Journey to the West, telling the Romance of the Three Kingdoms is it is. I don't know why and Gundam. I can't answer and Gundam. I don't know why and Gundam, but I do know that those animes are popular. Uh, that story is popular. So I don't know. In the same way that the Meijin era, your Rurouni Kenshins, that story is going to be told a lot more. We've got a lot more of that in our lifetimes. A lot more anime about that era. I mean, there was just one that was very bad about a guy from that period that comes to like our modern times, uh, or no, it was girls from that period come to our modern time to marry the descendant of. I don't know. It was a whole thing. It was a romance story. It was a goofy romance story, but also was about the Meiji period of Japan. Like those stories. Uh, also like in the same way that, hey, we're gonna get another Sherlock Holmes. We're gonna get, like there's the Sherlock Holmes anime that's coming out or is out. Because if it doesn't cost you money to license it, people want to do it, and they're gonna keep doing it. It's not it is it's gonna keep going for better or worse. Like telling Beowulf. Yeah, Japanese take on mythology is that's a pretty interesting idea. I would love, what I actually want to watch? It's one season. Uh, Ultron. Um, I didn't know this existed, and I've never seen it. And apparently, the best way to watch it is to buy expensive DVDs of it. But apparently, there's a supernatural anime based on the television show Supernatural, like a licensed show. Uh, and one of the brothers voices himself in the dub, and one of the brothers doesn't voice himself because he was doing other voiceover work, including Tron Legacy the game and and a movie. So he couldn't be his own voice in the anime. And so some of it is episodes of Supernatural in the first two seasons, and some of it is like Japanese folklore monsters, like them dealing with like a bad luck creature and like a kappa and a few other things. And then the guy who executive produced it, or the show, created the show, was like, oh, I'm interested in that because it's animated, so you can do a lot of stuff you can't do that we can't do. Yes, the kappa, indeed. Apparently, they don't focus on stealing the jewels out of people's butts. Which is that they don't go that far into it telling that story. But there's some Japanese stuff that's mixed in. There's some Monster of the Week stuff that isn't part of the regular show. But there's also like takes on some stuff. The surrogate father who raises them isn't a redneck in the show, because I think that the Japanese people were like, who were making it, were like, we don't want to make this guy a redneck. I don't know. There's a Crunchyroll video. This came out today about it. I had never heard about this show, or this that existed before I saw the Crunchyroll video. So props to Tim. Yes. Yes. So Saz. So yeah, this is the supernatural video's take on the kappa is more of a helpful creature than that. But yes, generally kappas are will drown you, or they are obsessed with some sort of jewel that they believe, either they believe it to be true or it is true, are inside humans, and so then they go after your butt to get that jewel because they want that jewel. Those are kappas. It's a fucking thing. But yeah, the Supernatural show sounds like kind of interesting. And I love the idea of what if we licensed what if we licensed a TV show and made an anime? It's this. I can't remember the name of the production company, but they're the same people that did like the X-Men and the Iron Man anime. So they were just doing some licensed stuff, and one of the licensed shows they did was Supernatural. It's really weird that it exists. And like I said, I think the easiest way to watch it is to buy the DVDs, but I'm not gonna buy those DVDs. I mean, I might look for another way, but I don't know. It's a fun idea. Kappa gonna get my ass jewel. Yeah, no thanks. I don't know. I like the idea of the the very concept of it is engaging, interesting to me. All right, I'm gonna finish. We got 2 stickers to put on here. I'll put the stickers on, and then we will wrap up. Gusion took longer to complete than I thought. I would have thought we would have been on the second SD, but we are not. I'm just gonna apply some stickers here, and then I will continue on Saturday. Saturday stream will be the general, usual Saturday stream. Normal time, normal start time, normal end time, 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern. When we normally do this thing. My folks are coming to town. Very happy about that. Yeah, Saz, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you came into the tail end. Like I said, my Saturday stream will be 9 p.m. Eastern to 11 p.m. Eastern. That is when I am streaming. So sorry that you're coming to the tail end. I'm glad you were here for some of it. Happy to have you here for a bit. Yeah, my folks are coming to town on Saturday, so I gotta get up early, set all this up, so that I can go be with them for a while, and then come back and stream. I mean, I'll probably have time, but I want to make sure that I have time. But yeah, that's gonna do it. We got some work done here on this. I hope you have a great rest of your Thursday, everybody. I am going to run an ad at the end of the stream. That will not be on the YouTube archive, but that will be here live. If an ad shows up, watch it. Because it will be a 30-second ad. If the ad doesn't show up, you don't have to watch it. But I am going to jump to that. Thank you so much for hanging out with me here at the Build with Baer. And goodbye, and see you on Saturday, hopefully. Bye-bye.